I'd just like to explain a bit how homeopathy works for those people who aren't too sure about it. We're talking about the immune system being like a block of flats with different sizes of accommodation and different tenants, good tenants and bad tenants, which is your good bacteria and bad bacteria in different levels. With an antibiotic, as I've said before, is you wipe out good and bad tenants. You know, you don't know what you're wiping out. You're treating the symptoms, not the cause. With homeopathy, what we aim to do is we aim to go to the source, the cause, and switch it on and say we can't take any of these tenants out, good or bad, but what we can do is we aim to switch them on so they don't become bad tenants. And again, all the homeopathic products we use are done through the drinking water, and it is very easy to use, and you're getting a minimum of 3 to 6 months cover with whatever product you use for what specific condition. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to say switch the immune system on for that issue. The problem we have is it's not an exact science. If somebody, for example, phoned me up and says, I want a product for salmonella, then we can send you a product for salmonella and you can switch the immune system on its source for salmonella. But if your issue is E. coli, you're still going to have the same issue. You know, the product will work for the issue you have, not for any other issue. You know, whether it's respiratory, fertility, stress reducer, you know, these things can all be switched on. And again, every animal and bird is different how they take homeopathy on board. You're looking at a minimum of 3 months cover, but sometimes you're getting 4, 5, 6 months cover with these things with different animals and birds, how they react. But it's not rocket science. If it was, I wouldn't be anywhere near it myself. And I've been been involved with homeopathy for over 20 years now, and people still speak to me without swearing, so that's not a bad sign. But say if you've any issues at all, you know, I'm more than happy to talk about it, and I'd rather speak to someone about the issues you've got. We go on symptoms. You know, it's okay, you know, saying I've got this, I've got that. You know, you can get 15 people looking at the same picture and get 15 different answers. And, you know, that's where it makes it a bit more difficult. And it's good to speak to someone, look at the issues, because what you tend to find is, again, talking about these good and bad tenants, you get tenants that get together and cause havoc, you know, and that one tenant could do something on its own, but sometimes it might pair up with something else, or in every loft or every establishment, it can be slightly different what the issues are. But I say we go to the source and we look to switch it on as opposed to just treating the symptoms, which again, because it's in the same environment, often will come back and sometimes be worse once you've wiped the system out. And it's not, you know, people talk about wiping things out, you know, using antibiotics. I've never understood why someone would wipe something out and then try build it up again with pre and probiotics, where, you know, it just doesn't work that way. You spend money to wipe something out and then spend money to try build something up again. We'd rather you switch the immune system on for the issues you've got, and your establishment will have different issues to the person next door even. But say it's not rocket science, and they say 20 years later I'm still here talking about it, and you know, we've had some fantastic responses from people, and working with people over the years, we've managed to create products that we've got a range now that it's exciting to see what's happening with people. Thank you.